There's a new cell phone policy at Friends Academy. Originally, the policy stated that cell phones must be off from 8:05 to 3:10 because of the distractions they caused. Now the policy has been amended to say that cell phones can be used during the day in the library and the lower level social space. However, with this new freedom, students are still upset.
It's annoying that we can use it in the library, but not outside. That makes some sense.
Cell phones are a safety measure, and that you need to call someone. You need to call someone. You don't need to go in someone's room and dial 9 and dial a number. And it's like absolutely ridiculous because cell phones are not a threat to anyone. They're not distracting. I check my email on my cell phone, so the rule is absolutely ridiculous.
There's no service in the social space. What's up with that?
I also feel that, like, out of everywhere, you should be able to use your phones outside.
I feel insecure using my phone in the places in which they have designated. It's mostly the social space. Outside, you're free. The wind, the sun. You should be able to check your phone outside. The library, I advocate strongly. Like is an understatement.
We talked to Peter Kaplan from the Student Faculty Board to find out why these locations were chosen.
We agree that there can't be cell phones in classes because that's rude and disruptive, and you don't need them. You can check them in between. But we felt that you should be allowed to use them in hallways or outside or in the library to do work. So the whole specific only library thing was up to the faculty.
Mrs. James, the librarian, claims that cell phones can be used as academic tools.
I let people use cell phones in the library to do email.
Make sure you get a license.
Search the web.
You can read a book on a cell phone.
These are vital parts of our community.
She also had this warning.
But I also think there are some students who are using their cell phones for things that I don't think they should be doing in the library. Do the right thing, don't mess up, and this privilege will be maintained. But if you blow it and you mess up, then it's going to be taken away.
We also spoke to Dr. Beekler about this matter.
It's trying to make a middle ground between the existing policy of no cell phones ever rar and the in practice of cell phones all the time forever always yay. And somewhere in between there is where a more reasonable policy needs to be set. This policy hasn't dealt with the why so much. I think that's going to be a necessary step before you get to an intelligent how. I think it will diminish the usage in the hallway. I think that the usage will most likely become more sneaky and underhanded, which is not overall a positive influence on the character of our school. I've noticed decreased usage already, though, honestly.
Although the policy is here to stay until the end of the school year, many think that it needs to be readjusted for next year.
I think it's a decent stopgap measure for the end of the year, but I think they'll pretty obviously need to revise it for next year.
For FA Today, Jake Ingrassia.